Let us start using. On the right side, this is the OpenAI chat.openai.com user interface. And here first I want to show that now even upgrading by ChatGPT Plus is available for those you want who can spend $20 per month. However, currently for this course, it is not required. Current plan is free plan and it is fine. Okay. Now let us take this first prompt. Explain how earthquake occurs, and you can see that I have tried to specify or personalize the prompt by at the level of 6th grader. You will see that within a few seconds only it has started giving me the answer. Okay, I can even modify the prompt. Can you give above answer point wise? And it will give you an easier to remember point wise answer. Can you give above answer in, or can you highlight keywords from above answer? And you can see that it has highlighted the keywords: earth's crust, tectonic plates, motion of tectonic plates, stuck, pressure, sleep. So one really gets a feeling what happens when earthquake occurs, what is the cause. These are the important keywords. Okay. Now, when I say I modify the prompt, some of you may have already understood that it is possible to modify the form in above answer, then here also in above answer. So that means that it has remembered previous answer. Now, that is its biggest or most awesome thing, that this chat gpt is a tool. It has a short term memory. Of course, that means if you want to ask answer from a totally different on a totally different topic, then you have to tell ChatGPT specifically that now let's discuss a different topic. First, let us see if I try to regenerate the answer, which is also one important feature of ChatGPT. Can you highlight keyword? And you can see that this time the keywords are different. In fact, every time I press the regenerate, it will give me mostly different answers. So that means there is no saved answer in this model. That is what I want to emphasize. The model actually tries to understand the context of your question and meaning of your question, and it then scans a huge body of textual knowledge which is on which it is trained, and try to give answer. And I will later on tell you that each answer has a certain probability. Of course, that is a slightly mathematical discussion, but that is how it is. So they are not the same answer which will be repeated, which somebody has saved during some kind of programming, and it will be same answer word to word getting repeated. Okay, let's first modify the above prompt. Again earthquake, but this time I want to understand from point of level, at the level of someone who is doing PhD. So I'm pasting my query, explain earthquake at the level of someone doing PhD in geology, but I also put a caveat that in 200 words. I don't want a very long answer. You can see that it is also doing its PhD, but yeah, it is coming up with answers, and well, it has generated the answer. You can see that sudden release of energy stored in the Earth's crust, and tectonic plates interact with each other, boundaries, friction, stress. So the words are now much more technical, seismic waves, and they are of much higher level for a much higher level person. Okay, that is the example of now I tell it. Now let's discuss different topic and see. Sure, what you would like to discuss. So this is its conversational style, which is very appealing to the users. Okay, now I want to ask you, black hole for a third grader student. While framing this question, even I was a little bit doubtful because black hole is a slightly high level subject, but it comes up with an answer for third grade student. It is really, really big vacuum cleaner in space. It is so big and strong that it sucks in anything get which gets too close, even light and so on. Okay. But now I modify the query, explain black hole for someone doing PhD in astronomy. And this time you will see that the level of answer, it is extremely dense and compact object in space which is formed when a massive star runs out of fuel and collapses under the forces of its own gravity. Obviously a third standard would not understand all this, but this is for a PhD level person. This is the meaning of personalization, and see the speed. And modern IT is all about personalization, personalization, personalization. Now, let me show you one limitation of this also. Uh, I write, show me an animation or video of a black hole. Let us see what happens. It says, I am sorry, I am language model. I don't have capacity to show animation or video. However, I can find animations or video from internet for you. Okay, from reputed sites like YouTube, NASA, etc. So I can continue my conversation. Okay, find two animations, one from YouTube and one from NASA on black hole. It will give you the link. Yes, and you can then easily visit that link. I'm not doing it because that is something anybody can do. but you can easily visit the link. And though both are here looking from YouTube, but actually if you visit it, then one of them will surely be a video posted by NASA on YouTube. Okay, so it may be possible both may be from NASA. Okay, so you can modify the question that can you give web URL for uh, the question. If you cannot give animation and video because you are a language model, that is fine. But can you at least give me web URL, and it will give you. Okay. Now let us see some examples from OpenAI's own uh, say for example this: explain quantum computing in simple terms. Obviously when you are writing simple terms, it will avoid much scientific vocabulary. Yeah, and you can see that it is starting to generate quantum compute something, some knowledge about quantum computing. Of course, these are built-in questions, so thousands or even more number of users are trying this on their platform. And at present, the platform has limited capacity, so that's why it is taking much more time than our own original or creative questions. Because most of the people like to try the question which are directly already given as examples. That's fine. It is giving answer, that is okay. Let me stop because it might take a lot of time. Okay, then this time I can show from the point of view of mm, a programmer. How do I make HTTP requests in JavaScript? Now, suppose you are a coder and your JavaScript expert has not turned up today, and you immediately want to ship a module where only the HTTP request is left to do, then you can at least take some help. And if you have basic knowledge of programming, then you may have to modify this slightly. For example, you have to modify this example.com by appropriate URL and etc. This email address and this name John Doe, you have to replace by the relevant email address and the name. But uh, uh, the basic skeleton of the code is here ready for you. How cool is that? Now, this, for example, someone say that may say that is it um, uh, just for high level people like quantum computing and JavaScript? No, you can use it in your daily life also. For example, your kids 10 years 10th birthday is coming, and you are out of ideas, wo- something new you want to do, then you can ask, have you got some creative ideas for my 10-year-old birthday? And it can give you some creative ideas. So here it is just working as your assistant. Host a science themed party where you can keep experiments and activities, and it is giving a long list examples. Hold a craft party, then hold outdoor adventures. Okay, So fine, I'm stopping here. But these are some of the examples which they have given on their web UI. Here they have written their capabilities. Key capabilities are that the model remembers what the user said earlier in the conversation, allows the user to provide follow-up correction. As I said, you can keep on modifying your query, and it is trained to decline inappropriate requests. Let us see one of that. Give me URL from where I can download pirated movies. It will surely decline this request because downloading pirated movie is illegal. Let us see how it responds. Because as I said, the responses are slightly unpredictable and depend upon the probability. But yes, it is saying I am sorry. As an AI language model, I cannot provide you with any information or resources that promote illegal activities such as piracy. Okay, fine. And remember this sentence that the prompts which we have seen so far, they are just to kind of get our hands warm. They do barely scratch just 1% of the ability of ChatGPT, or this OpenAI's model is also like ChatGPT. I will show you some things about it just now. So, real juice of ChatGPT model can be extracted once you learn some techniques of prompt engineering. Okay, but that will come later on. Now, I want to show a few things here. I don't know. I think I will have to. No, not they are not here. Okay, fine. We'll take them in some other lecture. Thank you.